Yeah. There we go. I'll just go this way. I think I'm live. I'm lit. I know that much. This old Stonerd. Born in the 50s, raised in the 60s, stoned since the 70s, and a nerd for life. Farting around, having some fun with art. And right now I'm all into Airbrush. Kind of learning it again, kind of, sort of. Someone asked me last night if you needed all these airbrushes. No, you only need one airbrush. That's all you need. You don't even need a double action. So that's kind of why I say I'm learning airbrush again, because the first time, the first airbrush stuff I did with what they call a single action. And I only had one. I ended up getting two because, well, I wanted to try and be able to work a little bit faster. That's the main reason I have so many of these now. But here's something. What's the date on this? And actually, I still have the airbrush that I made this stuff with, too. So, let's see. Where can I hold this up where you can see it? See, I made this in 80, what's the date? Is there a date on it? 81 or 82. And I used multiple airbrushes when I did this. I was doing t-shirts. Where can you see me? Oh, there you can sit there. Where can I can get to? I think I got another camera angle I can do this from. Here? Yeah, here we are. It's a little bit transparent though, but that's okay. I can't see that anybody's even coming over here tonight. But anyway, let me start up some music. This is my Pink Floyd mix. It's mostly Gabrielle 9797. She does this. She's an awesome fingerstyle guitar. And then it kind of added a few other people in here too. And it has some Jamie Dupree, who plays harp guitar, which is really awesome. Oh, I see. I better take this one out. Here's some Eagles thing. So let me just delete that off the playlist. I don't think I'll get that far. Mostly, yeah, there's plenty of all this stuff. There are covers that people are doing, but there's some music. It's like you don't want to, you can't use. You'll get blocked. I got blocked here not too long ago. So I did this with a single action. And I'll show you the single action I did it with. So and actually, I'm double action is a lot harder to use, but I did all this with the single action, and I started off with one, but I had a couple of different size tips. And I know a lot of people talk about having airbrushes at some time or another, and they used them once or twice and then never use them again. This is a single action. It's just air on, air off, and This is where, and you can actually adjust the thickness of the line right here. So you test it and you can adjust the thickness of the line and everything. And when you get it the way that you want it, well, then you draw with it. And that's how I did that stuff. And I even got good enough with this. And I think I've shown this picture before. This is I did all this with Airbrush back then. Let's see. Whoa. Oh. I'm kind of glad I decided to show this off. That was barely hanging up there, and I actually have I can dust it off too. But I painted this with that airbrush I just showed you in the 80s. It took me a while, and this was the cover of a Cabela's magazine, is what this was. But I don't think I'll ever, and I'm not trying to do this now. Back then, I mean, I was really focused. I was young. And this was for my dad. This has a lot of sentimental meaning to me. And I look at it and I can't believe that I did it. But now that I've been airbrushing again, and looking at it, this is like the first time I've really pulled it down and looked at it. I can see just exactly what I was doing when I did it. And to let you know, I'm using I'm using fluorescent paints, but I'm using the same brand of paints and stuff. I didn't use any stencils on that either. But I'm learning again, the double action is a lot different. But the first thing I want to, you only need one of these, and black. That's all you need is just one of these in black to get yourself started. Don't get the cheapest one they make, but don't get the most expensive one either. I'm really enjoying these. I mean, I've been working, I think I got them all working good for tonight. I haven't had them really working too good. There was a couple of them that were kind of messed up, and a couple of them that I can't quite. So out of 10 airbrushes, I had to retire one, which was the most expensive one. I worked on it for about an hour today trying to get it to work. And it's the expensive brand. I like these Masters. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I am probably gonna paint a t-shirt tonight because well, I don't even have it. Says that there's. Hey Jim, how you doing, man? Yep, I'm inspired tonight a little bit. I actually sat down and got my airbrushes working. And right as I was sitting here before I started, I mean, I've been working with my airbrushes today, so that's the thing. I probably should start using adhesive. I'm going to have to figure out some sort of a way to make myself a shield place, a little spray booth to put adhesive on the back of these. I didn't get that as sharp as I wanted if I'd had adhesive. But it's more of an idea. I can use this. I used all this down here to test to see if I could get all my airbrushes working. The green is not working too good. I don't know exactly if it's the airbrush. I'm not sure exactly. Or maybe I did get it working. Did I get it working? Oh yeah, I got it working good enough. It's like trying to figure out exactly how good I need it. Am I blocking what I'm doing? Oh, I should probably change the camera too. I've done that before. I almost got into it too much. You guys want to see it close up? Yeah, close up I think is the best way. Because I got a little idea of a design. I think I'm gonna have to start putting spraying some of that adhesive on my little board here. I kind of want to do this. Yeah, if you just get in here, at the beginning I talk about single action and show you some of the stuff I did back in the 80s. I tried doing some t-shirts, but it was too much work to try and make money because people don't want to pay much more than, and I still can't get the green to really jump out at you. But at least it flowed. It flowed out of there just fine. And I'm just going to go down the line here and test each one of these guys. To make sure that they're all still working. That's the main reason that I want to have so many airbrushes. Is I missed Dale's live today, but people always ask me if he cleans his airbrushes, and he doesn't. Some of them he's never cleaned them. Every once in a while, you know, he'll have to do like what I did today, which is kind of why I decided to do that, is I just went and checked all my airbrushes to make sure they had enough paint in them, and to see if they were paint. And yeah, I tested them all. I was able, and wanted to make sure I could actually see dagger strokes, because that's the thing. I want to be able to, for me to actually start being able to write lettering and stuff, I'm going to have to learn how to control my dagger strokes, and I'm going to have to be able to do the dagger strokes. I'm going to have to be able to do the dagger strokes in every color, with every color, and I want them all to be able to be consistent. Luckily, and since airbrushes kind of wear out and do their different little things, having enough of them, it lets me, I've been able to determine whether it's the paint, or the airbrush, or me. Because I have enough where I just pick up a different airbrush and actually switch the paint to see if it's the paint. If it's not the paint, well then it's the airbrush, and then I can mess with the airbrush. Because that's the first thing. If you ever get an airbrush, probably the first thing you need to do is tear it apart and put it back together before you ever even blow any paint through it, so that you know how to do that, because you're doing it all the time. And luckily these are cheap enough, so you can buy parts to fix them, but luckily these masters are cheap enough to where it's cheaper. It's cheaper for me to buy another airbrush than buy the parts to fix the expensive one, because I don't know if it's gonna fix or not anyway. I need to get these to where they. I'm gonna have to find, and my little holder here is working great. It did have some issues and started collapsing on me, but I figured out a way to fix it, so it's working great. I want another one, and I'm probably going to buy a whole bunch of more airbrushes too. We'll see. I've already spent too much. What I need to do before I buy any more airbrushes, because really all you need to do kind of what I'm trying to do here is 2. 1 for black, 3 maybe. 1 for black, and 1 for your colors. And I think what I ended up doing back in the day when I was trying to do t-shirts is I had 1 for I had 1 for black, 1 for my light colors and white, and 1 for my darker colors. So like white, yellow, white and yellow I think I had on one airbrush, and the other one I would like, it wasn't too bad. You could kind of go not have to clean them out so much if you kind of planned it in your head so you'd know which color to go to next. Um, and you could, like, if I needed an orange, I could put yellow in there and then go to red, or even orange, and basically clean out the yellow, and then when the orange comes on, I don't have to worry about running water through it to get a separation. Because that's one of the big problems here. Why I want to have so many airbrushes. Oh, I hope I'm going in the right direction here. Oh yes, I am. I decided to line them up on this too, in the order of how they like work together, really, or I don't know exactly how they're. But I'm feeling inspired. I'm watching Dale too. I mean, he's doing this for a living. He was doing orders today, but I missed his live stream. I was playing games, and I'm playing a game that I played a long time ago, and I just ended up buying it again because I saw it on SteamYards. Yeah, and this is so what I do, I went lime green, blue, raspberry, hot pink. This is going to be the red, and then I have orange. And yellow. What do I think? How do I want to do this? Oh, nice. I didn't even, yeah, Dale, he does this so much that he doesn't even have a piece of paper towel or anything anywhere. He just like sprays in his hand or just, well, he's in his garage too. But this is starting to look like a garage. Oh, I should turn around here to see if it, oh, looks like there's a few more people showed up. Oh, yeah, look at there. The Swedes here. Derby Jack's birthday's hat. Oh, I have a derby. Actually, it's my son's derby. It doesn't quite fit right. It's kind of cool. I would wear it all the time. Hey, Ox. Gary the Regard. Billy's working. I'm pretty sure Billy's been working. I saw him in Nez's chat for just a second last night, and he seems to be in pretty good spirits to me. I'm looking forward to his next drawing. I want to see where he takes that. I mean, airbrush in the sky. He's got his city down here that he did all like intricate with all the lines. And since I'm like doing airbrush all the time lately, so I went hot pink, red. That's the fluorescent red. Oh. Now I want to go orange. Oh, it's just starting to drip. I wonder if it's starting to drip. But I imagine the skyline. I mean, I just see this like a neo. Well, these colors that I'm using, I can just imagine this doing a gradual fade up, because that's what airbrushes do so great. I mean, when you start trying to draw and do like screen print type stuff with them, that's, that's different than that painting that I did. Oh, this is kind of cool. I'm kind of liking what's going on here. And then, but you see, you can't even see the yellow there. We'll see what it looks like in the black light. I bet it'll look pretty cool in the black light. Oh, and this would be probably the best way to finish it off. To get it to where it's... Oh, look, that would look cool. If I did like my Warhol thing with Spark Club. Oh, I bet that would look awesome. Oh, I think I might make a giant Spark Club Warhol painting. That would look awesome. That came out kind of cool. See what it looks like in the black light. Without doing anything else to it. Oh, and look, I had been practicing earlier. www.youtube This Old Stonerd will take you right to my channel. That would look cool on the back of his shirt. If I do some other stuff, some other elements, oh yeah, bubble elements or this kind of an element over it. Let's see, do I have another color here? Let's see, I got a little bit of, I think this is fluorescent purple too. I don't know if I will, the raspberry looks kind of like purple, and it needs to be a light color too. I don't know, I'll think about this. Let me see what this looks like in the black light. Oh, the yellow shows up in the black light. It doesn't look like nothing in the normal light. Can you see that? Oh, I just took it down out of sight. What does it look like over there? Oh yeah, that looks kind of cool. Oh, is Sunny Girl here? Hey, Sunny Girl. Is that the real Sunny Girl? I don't think that's the real Sunny Girl. But I'm going to be making, I was thinking I want to do a Lunatic Dad t-shirt. Should I, and that's probably what I should do. I mean, that's kind of cool. I'm going to work on this later. I had planned on doing a shirt. I've got 30 shirts that I want to sell. Oh, 30 shirts in 30 days? Is that what, that would probably be a good thing to get me motivated. Huh. Oh yeah, I'm just digging it big time. Working in this too. What size do you think Lunatic Dad would wear? I don't know that Blind Views would wear a white shirt. I think I might wait on Blind Views until I start on the black shirts. What size is this? This is a medium. Ooh, I'm in the dark too. Or should I need to do, yeah, I need to hang on. I'm gonna do a large. I'm gonna do a large. What do what should I do here? When I draw them, I was looking at some of my older stuff, and when I actually draw them out, they come out a lot better. Make sure I keep the camera in the right spot. That's the back of a shirt. Yeah, I'm just gonna do one of my This Old Stonerd designs. I think I'll do that because I've been doing that a whole lot lately. I think I can leave this over here. Keep the cool stuff's falling off. You guys see okay? Hey, Brian. Let me, No, but Kevin MacLeod does play the farting around song. I'm scrolling back. Oh, Krista's in here too. All right. Oh, yeah, yeah. Ah. Is that what I should do? Something that I've done over and over. I got stacks of paper towels that I've been painting on over there. Man, it's kind of crazy when you think about it. So, let's see if I can do this. I painted this particular picture a bunch of times. But I'm thinking in my head, I should probably try and keep it more contained than it is. No, I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for it because I've done this one a bunch. And I'm feeling pretty good. I hope I'm not feeling too cocky about it. I think I'm gonna be mailing shirts out tomorrow. What do you guys think? I don't think Blind Views would wear a white shirt. I've got almost 30 black shirts once I'm done with the white shirts. But I gotta get confident and get my designs contained on the black shirts because the white is so much more difficult to do. And that's why I try to contain myself on the paper towel because that's about how big a paper towel is. And that's really about the only part of the shirt that really matters. Is right there. And depending upon what you're doing. And if I was doing text, which I don't like to do, you got to decide exactly where the text is going to go. Because that's really what sells a shirt. That's how those guys make any money at all, is because people just want, oh, I love Lucy with a big heart, or something like that. But Dale is like, he's a artist of what, like, kind of, I guess it'd be like airbrush calligraphy. I guess that would be the best way to describe it. Oh, I shouldn't use black here. This is what I can do. I'm still kind of designing. Each one's going to be unique, for sure. So how do I'm doing like the orange, so. This is what I'll do. I think I've got the blue working fairly decent. And what have I been doing mostly in this one? I guess I could just alternate between these scales and stuff. I like the scales. Scales are pretty cool. I gave Mark some, but I kept the ones that I liked the most. I've got another, I'm knocked up. I like this grid too. I'm gonna go with the scales this time. And just basically, I'm just gonna kind of dust it around. This seems like this would be the way to do this. Is just dust it around a little bit. And not too much because I'm gonna bring the skeleton on down into that. And all this paint is transparent. It's not like I can paint over it. And then once I start painting on black shirts, it's going to be like I'm going to have to know basically what I'm doing before I even get there, so that I can do most of it. So basically what I'll do when I start doing black shirts is I'm going to put my circle up there and paint that circle as white as I possibly can get it, and then send it through the heat press, because that's always been the problem when I've painted black shirts. But I've got a heat press now. And there we go. Now I have a target. Got to keep it in mind, because when I have all that, this is all like a giant canvas for me. I want to put stuff everywhere. But the more that I've do it, and the more that I watch other people do it, the more I get to realizing that I need to keep the main design right there. That's the sweet spot. And everything else is just pretty much extra. And I can just, so that way I'm using the next 30 shirts that I paint to learn how to do it even better, and see, I'm digging it. I'm digging it for sure. And when this stuff finally opens up, I'm probably going to start going to the different little fairs and festivals, because that's like another reason too, doing this, because I tried doing this in the 80s, and when I just took them, people were like, wow, what's that? They were like super fascinated. Okay, here we go. I gotta focus here. Let me come in and take a big swig of coffee. And hey, Bull, good. I'm so glad that I came over here. Nobody's ugly, only in your mind. You know, I mean, and actually, I don't know who this person is, and since I don't actually have a mod in here, I'm going to, how do I do this? I'm going to time out this person. Is there some way that what do I do to hide all the comments of that person? Yeah, this is another one that I'm gonna have to hide on the channel. Isn't it this guy right here? Let's see. Let me scroll back through here and see what's going on. It's too bad that certain people like attract. I don't understand the sort of people that do that sort of thing. I just really don't understand it, especially since I'm not doing anything. There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. I know I can trust Toby. There we go. I don't know if I can trust Mark though. Mark has a temper. Toby is tempered. There's a difference between having a temper and being tempered. And Mark's getting there for sure. Mark is just, yeah, I guess I need to pay it a little more attention. I know, but as long as people don't, you know, I mean, when you can recognize a troll, and you just, you don't acknowledge them. That's the main thing. Is you don't acknowledge them, because that's the whole reason that they're trolling, is to get a. But there's some creative trolling. There's definitely some creative trolling. I've done some creative trolling myself, to be honest. And my favorite person to creatively troll was Rant Jam. Which reminds me, I need to package some stuff up for him. I remember, who did I just see in here too? Oh, Donna Shaw just made a comment the other day. I do remember I had a really nice design too, which may end up being, I mean, I'm just going to basically put this design on the back of all these shirts. Basically, I'm making an order of This Old Stonerd shirt. That's basically what I'm doing. And since I somehow or another ended up, well, I painted this for my daughter for Christmas on a black t-shirt, and it came out. I mean, I can hardly wait to do it again on a new black t-shirt, because I've learned so much since then. Can you guys see what I'm doing? That's the other thing about Dale's setup. Dale's setup is so cool. Oh, and here I am. That is not a very good posture, the way that I was leaning over with my face in the middle of it. I gotta learn how to stay back. Okay, and what was the other thing that I decided on this stuff? And the more skulls I do too, the better I get with it. Have I gone down far enough? Oh yeah, the jaw. Oh, and the neck bone, that was right. I decided when I finally started doing the neck bone, that was when it really starts coming together. And that's the other thing too. People are always asking Dale to do skull, and when you go and you look at all the airbrush people that are actually doing airbrush, most of them are doing skulls, because skulls are actually pretty easy. And I could point out my mistakes. I didn't give them enough of a forehead there, but I think I can fix it and pull your eye away from that by just adding some more flowers here. And I still haven't done all the other little things. And let's see, I decided I'm going to start doing some of the just a few ribs. That's really all you need. That should be good enough. Yeah, I think that's good enough for bones and stuff. And then I put like a bow on here. Your heroes for gold. It just feels like it's stopped. And I'm just wondering if I should just go ahead and shadows. Oh, I don't even need to do the black line if I do that silhouette. That like solves that. And then once I can figure out how to just do
Hope you enjoyed the Pink Floyd.
this old youtube.com/this old stonerd, I could put that across there. When I can do that confident, I will. For now, I won't put that on anything. Let's see. Now I can just go to town with color. And what I just, that always works great. Just the yellow in the middle there. Hey, John Bulla. What happened? Well, that's why I don't worry about numbers. That's people do weird things. And if you worry about that, that's kind of then the trolls win. Because it just all depends. If you're trying to make this your job, well, you don't really want to. Most of the trolls at one point time were your friends. It seems. The only reason that the trolls come in here is to see who's here and to make trouble. I kind of feel sorry for them. They have to go to that sort of a level. Feel good about. Oh, and this is where the light off would look cool because I've gotten all the details done. As long as I don't, but then I'll be casting big shadows. The yellow. That's the one thing about when I'm painting the yellow on here too, is that it's so hard to see in normal light. And I go through it. I'm like on my second bottle of this, and this is like $15 a bottle. 8-ounce bottle. But I heard Dale buys his by the gallon. So, but he pumps out lots of shirts, and I'm sure he doesn't charge near enough for what he's doing. I'm definitely going to have to learn how to do these without the tip. Whatever was clogging this up, I just kind of blew it back in there. I've lost one tip so far. It's down here somewhere. I'm always knocking stuff off the table. There we go. Yep, that's the way to do it. Let me just get this stuff out here. Orange, and this is my red. Oh, I must have been on here for 45 minutes. It's usually when this happens. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, things are. I'm pretty happy with that. They haven't shut me down yet. I want to continue watching. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much. There we go. Ooh, that sounds interesting. There. Oh, I see. I missed a spot. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? I missed a spot. Where is it? I guess I could have just blacked that in or just left it. No one would have noticed. Ooh, that's better. Let me outline that stuff down here. And then fade it out. And I think it looks better without me painting in the eyeballs. I don't know if painting in the eyeballs is the best way to do it or not. Now what? Now let me go to this blue and extend these out a little bit more. Oh yeah, this is very relaxing. Airbrush ASMR. That looks pretty cool, just like that. What does it look like in regular light? Looks great in regular light too. I don't know about that if showing addresses is a good idea. You never know, especially after there were some trolls in here. You never know about those. Oh, blue, that's right. My blue's working good for this too. That's what the blue is for. And the raspberry. I just love this raspberry. And my bubbles. Raspberry bubbles. Put some raspberry bubbles on here. I can't get used to wrapping this thing around my arm. I got to do something though, because I'm always stepping on it. Ooh, it's getting wet too. Really feel the paint. Yeah, I think I'm done. I need to learn when to stop, and then just every once in a while go on and on and on. What do you guys think? Better with eyes or without eyes? Oh yeah, yeah, that came out really good. And it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need that kind of stuff here. You're only here to cause problems. Okay. Did that take? Yeah. Yeah. I don't need that kind of stuff around here. Yeah. Yeah. It's easy enough to figure that out. You guys just don't engage. That's my advice to everybody that ever comes to my stream. And maybe I need to reinforce that at the very beginning from now on. Because I go back and check it all out. I know who's being the jerk. And I mean, I don't want the views, honestly. I don't want the views at all. Not from people that are just here wanting to cause that kind of problem. Do not engage in troll with trolls. That's what they want. That's the only reason they arrive, is that everything that they say is to provoke. Not provoke thought. Some people say stuff that you might not agree with, but it kind of provokes thought. That is not trolling. Arguing about different ideas. That's not trolling. But just saying things to get a rise is trolling. And the only way to get rid of a troll is not engage, because anybody that engages in them is what happens. So, yeah. They're easy to get rid of, especially here. But the whole doxing thing, I did not really understand what doxing was. That's a totally different story at all. That's why I saw that one address someone popped up there, and that's not right. That's not right. I can't read everything that's going on, especially if real people start showing up in here. And when it really comes down to it, you don't need any moderators at all. You can go back. I watching Hal Sparks. I mean, I didn't even see Sean was here. Hey, Sean. Oh, yeah. I've got this set up where I can scroll all the way back through the whole stream real easily. And, I mean, I don't read every single little thing, but, after the show I do to see of all the people that I know are great. Oh yeah, doxing is, and I just ended up getting a post office box because I want to sell these, but I want to have a return address because some of this stuff can come back, but I don't want anyone to know where I live really. I mean, I've joked, and it's kind of true, is that I'm in a really bad neighborhood. You come into my neighborhood, well, you're kind of risking your life. Not really. Well, kind of. I hear guns all the time. Let me just put it that way. Oh, something cool happened today. I may have to end up buying this movie. There's a movie that came out. I got a text today asking me if I wanted to be uh, in part of the bar scene, a bar crowd in a movie or a TV show or something. One of the background, one of the movie places that I've worked for before, casting, Alessi Casting sent me a text today asking me if I wanted to be in background in a bar scene. I'd have to be in Moriarty on the 18th, but I haven't taken a shot. I haven't, and I don't want to take the test at all, unless I have to take the test to take the shot. But I'm just hanging on. They texted me and told me not to go to any events. That they will contact me when my time is ready, and that's fine with me. That's fine with me. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was just another one of these people that have millions of millions of channels. Looks like I'm gonna have a whole bunch of people just popping up in here to try and cause problems. Just don't uh, don't engage. Um, and just because you have a wrench doesn't mean that you have to do anything. All that is that of all the, I mean, Finite World's not here, but Finite World can't be here all the time. Finite World is my only, and Iron Fire Horse too. I mean, it's like I'm just rambling on. He can't be here all the time. Shoot, I'm not here all the time. I don't even. I just go live, and that's how I'm gonna keep it. I think. I don't know. I never know what I'm gonna do next, but I know I enjoy doing that. And these shirts are for sale for $30, and I'll be putting something else on the other side because I want to. Those are like my canvases to practice on, and there's a few designs that I think I can do okay. But I'm all done. I'm all done tonight. I had a good time. I'm really glad to see that nobody engaged with the those trollish people. They will add to my numbers, but that's not what I want. I mean, and when it really comes, I don't want to. I don't want to have to deal with all the bullshit that you have to deal with when you actually can monetize. What have I done? And I'm and I'm assuming this is a troll too. I'm not going to hide you, but I'm going to time you out. Yeah, when I start seeing strange names like that are just, and I'm all done anyway because I just want to have fun. And I want people. I mean, I talked at the beginning on how you could actually. I've been doing this. Well, well, it's like I'm learning it all over again. This is a totally different system and designing too. I got to keep the whole design element of it in mind too, especially if I'm thinking about selling them. But there you go. That's the old stoner design. And if anybody wants one, email me at This Old Stonerd. I've got 30 shirts, actually less than 30 now. Uh, I've got, I only have a few extra large left. Let's see, one, two, three, four, five. I've got like three extra large left, is all. But I've got 10 large, counting that one right there, and 10 medium white. Yeah, I'm kind of getting a sense of who it might be, but it doesn't matter. It's like if I go off the deep end trying to prove it, well, they won. That's really all it comes down to. Is all a troll wants is attention. Um, you don't even say. I mean, a lot of times the troll you can just tell by their name because that's all they want you to do is say their name. And it's crazy how many accounts some people have. I mean, I see it at Nez's streams and I see it at Mark's streams too. You'll go see in Nez's stream, and it's like, what? There's 46 thumbs down, and it's coming from basically the same person or the same group of people or whatever the hell it is. But you'll see the exact same numbers pop up over on Mark's streams. It's nuts. I'm like going, well, it's almost like there's a troll group that's just trying to pit everybody against each other, which is nuts. Totally, totally nuts. Well, and people have blamed a lot of that on Swedes, and this isn't Swedes. This is, I mean, I'm going to hide that, if Swedes wants to be here, he comes on his own channel because he's getting a shirt. I've already made a shirt, and I'm probably going to be mailing these off tomorrow. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to be dealing with this sort of stuff, but you know, uh, there's somebody out there that is really disturbed, and I don't know who it is. And honestly, I don't want to know who it is, and I don't want them to know who I am. But unfortunately, it's very, very easy to find out who I am. And it's very easy to find out where I live. And but I'm not worth that effort, I wouldn't think. Oh, what am I doing? I'm rambling on like an old stoner. Swedes is legendary. Yeah, and he's cool. I mean, granted, he's done some weird, but he admits it. He admits the shit that he's done up front, and some of the stuff that he's done at the expense of other people has actually been funny. Um, I mean, he's very creative about how he does that, and he's got his kids, he's got his family, he's got his life. He does not have the time. Just with his own kids, he can't hardly even do a live stream anymore because his kids are always right there, and he's there for his kids no matter what. And you have to appreciate that, whether you like him or not. You have to appreciate the fact that if you actually watch what he's done and what's going on, I mean, and the stuff that he uploads, some of it is really weird, but interesting. As soon as you want one, Benny. But I should probably, you know what I want to do for you? If I'm going to do you a stoner T-shirt with this on the back, I want a picture of the monkey. Didn't you have a monkey? You got that crazy monkey that you put on there every once in a while. I want to do that on the other side. And this has got to be another one of those trolls. It just has so many channels that he can just. It's so easy. It's just one little click to be able to do that. And it's like, how many clicks is it to create you a new account? You can probably create a new account. I mean, I'd have to, delete you via Google. This is just deleted via. This is just blocked via YouTube. But you can do whole accounts. Enough of that. Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. The cat monkey. Yeah. Yeah, that bothers me too, I must say. But I am a forgiving person, and God is a forgiving person. And I think God thinks farts are funny. I mean, if you don't think farts are funny, there's something wrong with you. Thank you guys all for showing up. Uh, I had a good time. Had a strange group of people that ended up showing up. But I'll tell you what, everybody that came up, I love you. And if I'm blocking you from this channel, it's for your own good because you're wasting your time. Oh yeah, yeah.